Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Time for coffee chat. I will let you all catch up with the fact that we are live. And I am right on time this morning. Imagine that. We're going to start our podcast as well. Good morning. Morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Last Sunday of February, folks. We made it through the first 2 months of the year. I'm personally still waiting. Good morning, Melissa, for, Luz, good morning. I'm waiting for Vermont to lift their travel ban so we can go somewhere. Still not yet, though. Hi, Lori. Good morning, everybody. Let everybody catch up with the fact that we are live and online for Sunday morning coffee chat. A couple things to talk about today that I think will be helpful. Hey, Sherry, I just sent you an email this morning asking you how things were. I don't know if you've seen it yet. Good morning. Hey, Lynn Marie. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. All right. Shall we jump in? I'm a little better this morning. Last week I was filled with I'd rather not, but it's a little better today. I saw a chipmunk outside my office window at one point this week. It was a really warm day. So there's hope. Spring is coming. There's my girl. All right, Tracy's with us. She's watching for creepers. So now we can get rolling. All right, couple things. Hey, Jen, good morning. Morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee Chat. If you have not joined us before, Karen, hi. Karen's live with us from the UK. Good morning, Cindy. Good morning, everyone. So Coffee Chat runs every Sunday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, here on the Working Single Mom page, live. It's our live Facebook weekly show. So for those of you just joining us, welcome. Jen says she's suffering from perpetual I'd rather not. I know that feeling. Hi, Amy. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, everybody. All right. We're going to talk about a couple things this morning. One, we're going to talk about, hi, Jasmine. Good morning. How to use anger as a motivational tool. What do you think about that? And we're going to talk about how to go on an appreciation rampage. We're going to steal a page from Abram Hicks, and we're going to talk about an appreciation rampage and how to make it part of your daily repertoire. Good morning, Dolly, Sarah, Rosa. Morning, everyone. So lots of times people will tell you that anger, is unproductive, or it's bad to be angry, or that's not a place you should stay in, like that. So let's talk about how anger can actually be motivational to you. And we're not talking about, good morning, Liz. Hey, Marie. We're not talking about the angry where you're wanting revenge on somebody, or you're kind of being shitty to people. We're talking about the angry that involves you forgiving whatever it is so you can let it go, but then using that leftover kind of pissed off that you are to motivate you. So, and this all relates back to the emotional scale that we've been talking about, right? And we've been talking a lot about how your attraction point is your emotional point. That's your set point. So how you're feeling and how you're vibing is what you're attracting, okay? So we've been talking, for those of you that are just catching Coffee Chat or you don't watch us every Sunday morning, we are progressive. So we build on what we've been talking about all along. So you may want to go back and watch other Coffee Chats to kind of catch up. Since late last year and January and February, as we've been rolling through, we keep talking about the law of attraction. We're talking about what is your attraction point. We keep talking about what you're bringing to you energetically, and of course what you're putting out energetically is turning around and coming back to you. So Tracy's putting up the chart for us, as she's been doing pretty much every Sunday morning. We are grabbing that chart from Luz, I'm just actually about to send you an envelope with books, with my books in it, to be honest. I just actually filled out, I'm a little behind on some swag bags, so I was just filling that stuff out this morning before I got online. My regular job, my real world, has been super busy lately, so a couple of working single mom things have just been sitting on my desk waiting to be done. So we've been talking about the law of attraction, we've been talking about the emotional scale. If you look at the emotional scale, you'll see that anger is kind of midpoint, right? And like apathy, depression, despair, sadness, grief, those are all pretty low, okay? So if you can get yourself from, let's use a breakup, all right? Because that's just something we can all relate to. So you have a breakup, you're terribly sad, you're in despair, you're heartbroken, maybe it's a divorce, maybe it's a breakup of a boyfriend-girlfriend situation, whatever. And you're pissed, right? Because whatever happened, and you're angry about that. But you're also sad, and maybe you're sad more than you're angry. So if you can get yourself from kind of sad and apathetic and despair to being pissed, you're working yourself up out of the despair. You're coming up higher. And this is where anger can actually be a good motivator for you, because lots of times we're angry because of something that has occurred that we're not happy with, right? There's a result. We're not happy with the result. We want to see something different happen there. And this is where anger is kind of can be a healthy thing. I do not consider, this is just my personal opinion, I do not consider it to be healthy for you to hold on to feelings of animosity about someone. If there's situations that require forgiveness, I really encourage you to strongly get on the forgiveness bus, figure out how to let that go, because that's the kind of shit that will drag you down and hold you back. So if you can, we forgive people because it's for us, quite frankly. Because most of those people that did whatever they did, they're too stupid to know that they even did anything wrong, because if they knew better, they probably wouldn't have done it. So whoever devastated you or cheated on you or did whatever they did, that's kind of on them. And then if you're carrying it around a bag of bricks on your back and you're dragging it along with you, that's on you. So you got to let that shit go, all right? So we're going with the breakup analogy, okay? So somebody pisses you off, let's say they cheated on you or they dumped you for someone else or whatever. You're upset, you've been eating ice cream and staying in bed late, and you're apathetic and feeling sad. Okay? So now you kind of going in and out of anger. Okay, this is good. Get angry. Get the kind of angry that you're like, I'm going to go do better. I'm going to keep on with my life. I'm going to have a fabulous life. And oh well, too bad for you. Your loss. That's the kind of anger that I'm talking about. You can use that as fuel. You can use that as energy. You can use that as motivation. The bitter feelings that you have toward the other person, that's the stuff you got to let go, because that's only going to drag you down. That whole, people do the best they can for who they are in the moment that they're doing it. Lots of times who they are in that moment is pretty sad and pathetic compared to where we might be. Again, that's on them. You cannot control anything that anyone else is doing. You can only control what is right here, okay? So that's where I want you to stay, right here. Use that as fuel, right? Use it to start a new workout program. Use it to make more money. Use it to go start a side hustle. Use it to get in the best shape of your life. Use it to go and have a fabulous life. Use it. Figure out how to make it fuel for yourself. Lots of times people want you, they're saying like, oh, go from sad and apathetic to you should just be joyful and you should just be happy and you should be up here. And it doesn't work like that. You have to work the process. You have to step yourself from this like sad and pathetic emotion to the next thing and then the next thing and then the next thing and then the next thing. You're not going to go from despair, apathy, sadness to complete joy. It just isn't going to happen like that. You have to work yourself through the stages. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with you if you are angry. Be angry. If you are angry and you're trying not to be angry, you're going to stay angry probably forever. You have to access what you are and you have to tell the truth about what you are and then use that as motivation and fuel to go to the next thing above you. This is when anger is useful to you, when you can channel it, when you can use it, and when you can see it as a blessing because you can see it for the fuel that it can be. Anger, when channeled appropriately, is a powerful tool. It's a powerful tool. You might have someone in your childhood that told you you would never amount to anything, that you would never whatever. And, you know, that kind of anger, like, I'm going to show you, that's not a bad thing. It's a motivator. It's a powerful tool. It's a powerful motivator. Be conscious of where you are and be conscious of using that in a positive way, right? Be conscious when you're accessing anger and looking at it and mitigating how you can use it powerfully. If there's forgiveness issues in there, you've got to do that forgiveness work as well. You've got to let stuff go. And that's for you. It's not for them. It's for you. Because if you hold on to stuff and you're dragging it along with you, you will not be able to achieve everything that you can achieve by holding on to past grievances. All right? So if you are feeling angry and people are telling you that it's not good to be in that place, tell them you know better. Tell them that you're using your anger as food for thought and as fuel to get you where you want to go next. Now let's talk about an appreciation rampage, which is, I'm coining a term from Abram Hicks' books, Esther Hicks. I've been rereading a lot of that stuff lately because I've been talking to you guys about the law of attraction, and there's a lot of material in there about that. And I was reminded of an appreciation rampage and how useful that can be as a tool. Appreciation, gratitude, whatever you want to call it. If you are in appreciation, you can't be in fear. If you're in appreciation, it's hard to be in aggravation. If you are coming from a state of appreciation, you are going to attract more things to appreciate. This is just how the law of attraction works. Wherever I'm vibing from, whatever I'm thinking about, I will attract more of that. So, appreciation and gratitude rampages look like this. You're somewhere and you just start looking for what's right. You start looking for things you can be grateful for. Let's say you are driving your kid to school. Well, you can start with you're thankful that you have a car. You're thankful that your kid's in the car going to school. You're thankful that there is school. You're thankful and appreciative of the day. You're appreciative of that you could get up in the morning and have a coffee and get your kid dressed. Look around for what you can appreciate and then build on that and do that on the daily. If you can, even just for 5 or 10 minutes a day, if that's all you can eke out to appreciate and be grateful for what is around you, that will start you on a roll. All right? So what you focus on will increase. What you pay attention to will increase. What you consciously direct your energy toward, you will multiply. These are all excellent reasons why appreciation and gratitude rampages are an excellent practice to start undertaking. I've been doing it for the last 24 hours consciously. I am in a better mood. Not that I was in a bad mood, but I'm even in a better mood. I am looking forward to things. I am cleaning up my desk. I was up early. I was looking forward to the day. We can always find something to complain about. We can always find something to appreciate. We can always find something to bitch about. We can always find something to be grateful for. You get to choose. It's your choice. When you enact appreciation and gratitude as part of a daily practice, especially if you're feeling sad and shitty, if you just start looking around, you could do something as simple as appreciating Post-it notes. I happen to love Post-it notes. I write things on them and I stick them everywhere. I also love Levenger pads of paper. You could literally probably just sit in your office or sit in your kitchen and look around your house and get yourself rolling on an appreciation rampage just by looking at what's around you. So easy for us to talk about what's wrong. Much more of a practice to school ourselves in focusing on what's right and what you can appreciate. It is the end of February. The world still does not look exactly like we would like it to. Tax season approaches. Spring is coming, but we still have some of winter to go. It is a great time for you to start living in appreciation of everything that you have to be grateful for. This will help you to attract more of what you want. It will help you to attract more things to appreciate. The culture of the world focuses on what is wrong and what isn't working. That's pretty much what people out there are focused on. I went to the nail salon yesterday and I was standing waiting, and these two older, probably ladies, a little bit older than me, I'm 52, so they were probably in their late 60s, and all they were talking about is who was had what medical thing, and this one, and her blah blah blah, and her blah blah blah, and I was just like, oh my god. And that's pretty much, go into any nail salon, hair salon, people gathering at the post office or whatever. Most people are talking about grievances, ailments, what's wrong, what there is to complain about. I encourage all of you to be the anti-force for that. I am encouraging you, all of us, to be a force for appreciation, a force for gratitude, a force for what is right, what is working, what is inspiring. The more that you do this, the more it becomes a habit, the more of it you will attract. It perpetuates, right? You'll gather momentum on the appreciation, you'll gather momentum on the gratitude, you will find it easier to appreciate things, you will see more things to appreciate. The law of attraction is a universal law. It's not a made-up thing. It is how it is. What you focus on, what you put your attention on, what you put your energy on, that is what you will get back. Okay? So start really consciously focusing on what you have to appreciate, what you have to be grateful for, what you can be grateful for other people, what you can appreciate for other people. Tracy is reminding us of an exercise that my mom used to have us do. around Thanksgiving, or even sometimes she would just have us do it randomly. She would task us with listing 1,000 things that we're grateful for. And that's a lot of things. And you know, there's simple stuff, right? Like I'm grateful for heat and lights and electricity in my car and pads of paper and nice pens, and then you get into the nitty-gritty, you know, the people that you're grateful for, the relationships that you have, the fact that we take a lot of things for granted. I know some people, and my mom was included in that when she was not well, that, you know, found it hard to get up out of bed and do simple things like go to the bathroom by themselves, you know, bend down and pick something up, put your own shoes and socks on, be able to wash your own hair, put on makeup, go into a gym, walk on a treadmill, walk outside, make coffee for yourself. There are so many things that you could literally just walk around all day appreciating the hell out of everything. And you would attract to yourself such a blessed existence if this is how you lived your life. And I am consciously myself working with this right now, which is why I'm sharing it with you guys. As I said, because I've been talking to you about the law of attraction and how all that works, I've been rereading a lot of stuff about it so that I could refresh myself on the conversation. And one of the things that I read about over the last 24 hours was reminding myself of this gratitude and appreciation rampage. And it's an excellent practice, and I highly recommend that you just start where you are and start appreciating what is around you, the people that are around you, the things that you have. Stop focusing on what isn't working. Stop focusing on what isn't going the way that you want it to, and start focusing on what is working and what is going the way that you want it to. And the more that you focus on that, the more it will increase. And this is the law of attraction in action. What you focus on, you will get more of. All right. So I am challenging you this week to focus on what's working. I am challenging you to take at least 10 to 15 minutes a day and get yourself on a gratitude and appreciation rampage. Okay. And try to expand that 10 minutes. Try to go from 10 minutes to 20, and then try to even make it a practice throughout the day. When you're caught in traffic and you want to get pissed off because it's going too slow or whatever, start appreciating stuff. When you're standing in line or you're having to wait for something, start appreciating things. When the kids are doing something that annoys you, flip that over and start appreciating. Appreciate, be grateful. There are so many people that have real serious things. And even if you have a real serious thing, look for what is right. Look for what you can appreciate. Start appreciating other people. Start telling them. You could literally just be a walking ball of gratitude and appreciation. And the stuff that would start happening in your life will floor you. It will amaze you. I promise you. Just start changing your speaking and thinking about things. Start appreciating things. Start being grateful. All right, that's pretty much what I have to say this morning. I am going to be doing this practice actively myself. Maybe I'll pop up a reminder midweek and we'll talk about it next Sunday as well. I encourage you to go to theworkingsingle.com and visit the site. We have active bloggers and they are fantastic. I encourage you to sign up for our newsletter. I am not blogging anymore regularly. However, I am writing new pieces for every newsletter, and we put out a newsletter every 2 weeks. We don't share your email addresses. We don't try to sell you anything. It's simply where we're highlighting our spotlight feature and where I am blogging fresh content twice a month on the newsletter. So if you haven't signed up for our newsletter, go to theworkingsinglemom.com and sign up for our newsletter. And also check out the spotlight feature. That is where we are spotlighting people And ladies, women, they don't have to be moms. You can nominate someone, go to the Spotlight feature, check it out. We are featuring a woman twice a month in our newsletter, and she is getting a special swag bag, and we have a special certificate of appreciation and celebration. And we are just trying to give attention to women that are amazing in their own worlds. They don't have to be moms, they just have to be women, and that's because our demographic is 95% women. So we are showcasing and highlighting women. All right, so go be a walking ball of gratitude and appreciation. I encourage you, and inspire other people in your life to do the same. When you encounter people that are complaining and bitching, encourage them to start appreciating, encourage them to be grateful. All right, we're going to say goodbye to our podcast folks there, and Facebook fam. Appreciation and gratitude. That is your assignment for this week, should you choose to accept it. We will see you next Sunday morning live at 10 a.m. Make sure you visit theworkingsinglemom.com and make sure you sign up for our newsletter if you haven't already. See you soon.